Hello, and thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I am Dr. Gail, and I am so glad that you're here because it is Thursday, and you know what goes down here on Thursday. Wife Life with Dr. Gail goes down here on Thursday. So do me a huge favor. Make sure that you're hitting the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so you will know when I go live. And so tonight I want to talk to you about bad habits that can destroy your marriage. Yes, bad habits that can destroy your marriage. Now, for you guys who have been following me on my channel, you know I have been in the relationship space as a marriage counselor, coach, sexologist for over 20 years. And these bad habits that I'm going to talk to you tonight about are simple, but let me just tell you, they become big and can lead to divorce or a lot of problems in your marriage. So I just want to make you aware of them because I deal with them every single day with couples from around the world, okay? So the first bad habit that you can do or not do is have bad communication skills, okay? And being able to communicate effectively with your spouse, not everyone else, but your spouse, is a learned skill. So if you have bad communication with your spouse, you can learn to communicate effectively with your spouse. Not perfect, but you can learn to effectively communicate with your spouse. And a lot of times it's because we're listening to defend and not listening to understand. So if you say, well, he just doesn't listen to me or she doesn't listen, I don't like talking to him, I don't like talking to her, it's a reason why, and you need to get to that root cause because effective communication, you guys can get through absolutely anything, okay? Number 2 is learning how to fight without always wanting to win. This is a huge one. Fighting to win and not literally allowing your spouse the opportunity to state their standpoint, to tell you why they're feeling or saying or doing what they're doing is not fair, right? We're always focusing on fighting to win. And I know that is a natural reaction, but we need to be fighting or looking to be able to resolve the problem. Where can we meet in the middle, right? Where can we agree to disagree, right? And I'm not saying you always have to be the person to say, okay, I agree to disagree or whatever so we can move on, because that's unhealthy as well. But instead of always fighting to win, why don't you focus in on resolving the issue, okay? So when you really come to a resolve, then it doesn't keep coming back up. You get to the root cause and you guys can move on as a couple, okay? Number 3, being irresponsible with money. I'm telling you, I was guilty of that for years. Being irresponsible with money. Gail would give us the budget and Gail would only stick to the budget for maybe a month and would be back off because in my mind was I work too and I should be able to do whatever I want to do with the money. And okay, so not being responsible with your money, right? Not sticking to a budget, buying big ticket items, which I did in the past. I bought a whole car and didn't even talk to Gil about it, right? So I'm guilty of this, but I know what it caused a huge problem and distrust in our marriage because of my unhealthy spending habits, okay? So my thing is if you're going back and forth with being irresponsible with money, turn the money over to the more responsible party. I know you're going to say, oh my God, but I'm grown, I should be able to. No. If you are just living for today and not for your future, that is a huge problem and you need to get some help for it, okay? Number 4, infidelity. Infidelity is running rampant. Whether it's physical or emotional, it is running rampant in our day and time because people have more ways to reach out and touch your spouse than any other given time in our history with social media and all of these different platforms, right? But you cut a covenant with that person and you said, till death do us part. So if there's problems in the marriage, fix it. Have a conversation. Seek professional help. Just don't say, well, this ain't gonna work, so I'm gonna go over here. No, 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 no. Because you cut a covenant and you said, till death do us part. Now, I don't stand for physical or emotional abuse. I would never tell you to do anything that I would not do or have not conquered in my own marriage. But again, you can have life after infidelity, but you both have to do the work and put healthy boundaries inside of the marriage, okay? Number 6, expectations. This is huge. Unmet expectations or expectations that can never be met is a huge, huge thing that can destroy your marriage. It can. Because in our minds, we think this person should do, know, and be something that they probably was never even created to be, or be, do, or say something that they didn't even know that they were supposed to say, because we don't have effective communication skills. Okay. And so it just makes it very, very hard when you have expectations of a person and you have not told them what your expectations are to see if they can even meet them. And again, I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of having expectations of people and just thinking that they should know and they don't know, or having an expectation of Gil and he's not meeting it. And he's like, well, you didn't even tell me that part of what your expectation was, and vice versa. So expectation can literally destroy a marriage if you are not having effective communication, okay? Number 7, being selfish. Being selfish. It's not all about you. It's not about you. It's not about I. It's about we. And that's hard sometimes when you're married. But you have to look and say, what can we do together? How can we accomplish this? What would we do in this situation? And not just about me, myself, and I. Because it's not going to work. And number 8, holding on to past hurts. Now, this is a hard one, but it needs to be addressed. Because a lot of times, especially women, we hold on to past hurts and we will keep bringing them up. Or if we don't bring them up, we just continue to build a wedge every single day because we're holding on, we're thinking about it, we're reliving it, we're doing all of these things. And not saying that men don't do it, because you guys do it too, you just do it in a different way. Okay, so I hope and pray that I have given you guys some things to think about, because these are bad habits that can destroy your marriage. I love you guys to pieces. I am here every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But before I go, if you need to talk to me about absolutely anything, you can schedule a free 15-minute discovery call down below on the link. And I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to help you with one thing to help you get past that and enjoy your marriage. And also, if you want this video or any other of my videos on my channel sent to you and you don't want to be the one to send it to your significant other or someone else, please click the link below as well. And I will have one of my team members send it for you. I will see you guys next week.